we have a waiver. Now, our attorney did provide.
Okay, we'll call the meeting to order of the November 10th, 2020 EASE Executive Board meeting. Carla, if you do roll call for us, please.
Tom Mulligan.
Here.
Todd Villardo.
Here.
John Julius for Kevin Ross.
Here.
Danette Young.
Here.
Eric Van Holden.
Here.
Let me share my screen, so hopefully that's transitioning over to the board packet and the board agenda. So we've got on here the consent agenda of the meeting minutes and the bills and financial statements. We did not have any resignations this month. So hopefully everybody's had a chance to review the bills. On the financial statements, we do have one change. We had two numbers here that were transposed on the draft that we sent out to all of you. The net payroll and the AP total for the month of October were transposed, so everything added up properly. But we just had we had a $200,000 jump in net payroll that we caught and said that doesn't look right. So we found that and have that switched over here for you. So this is the correct version that you see here on your screen. We have started receiving some of our payments for the first quarter bills, and hopefully that's something that everybody's kind of understanding how that works now. And the end of next month we'll start working on the second quarter bills for EASE. Any questions, discussion, thoughts, or do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented?
Motion made, Tom Mulligan.
Second here in Charleston, Todd.
Motion from Tom Mulligan, second from Todd Gallardo. Any questions or discussion? Okay, roll call vote, Carla?
Tom Mulligan,
Yes.
Todd Gallardo,
Yes.
John Julius,
Yes.
Danette Young,
Yes.
Eric Van Holden.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. The next agenda item is employment of two teacher aides. We've got Angela Pierce, teacher aide at Humboldt TLC, effective today, and then Lauren Reese, available or at teacher aide at Early Childhood, effective today. We have had openings all year, and now that we're back in session, we have to. We've tried to hold off on employing some of these positions, but now that we're back in session, we do need some of these folks in the building.
So moved, Tom Mulligan.
Charleston Todd seconds. Good for you for finding
Yeah.
live beings to fill those spots.
Yeah.
It's the principals will tell you, like I'm sure that you're aware in your communities, it's slim pickings out there. I mean, and not that these aren't good people. It's just that just not a lot of people wanting to
No.
work in schools right now. So I have a motion, a second. Any questions or discussion? Okay, roll call vote, Carla?
Tom Mulligan,
Yes.
Todd Gallardo,
Yes.
John Julius,
Yes.
Danette Young,
Yes.
Eric Van Holden.
Yes.
The next agenda item is not an action item. It's just a for discussion. If there's any questions, this is the most recent press policy update. After we were kind of holding off to do this for the first and second reading until after we did our Title IX training with Brandon to kind of figure out which direction we needed to go on some of these questions. But this is just the first reading, so there's no action at this time. These will be on display at our office until next month when we recommend adopting these changes. Any questions or discussion on policy updates? Okay. The next agenda item is an item I'd like the board to consider. We had an employee who this issue kind of got brought to light because we had an employee who was taking coursework through Grand Canyon University, and they're working towards getting their teacher license. They're currently employed as a teacher aide, and they have enough credits that if they were at Lakeland or a university there or college that offered an associate's degree, they would have received their associate's degree by now. And moved up on our pay scale because our pay scale for the teacher aides is high school diploma, 30 semester hours, and then associate's degree and bachelor's degree. We have other pay scales like our secretary, that's high school diploma, 30 semester hours, and 60 semester hours. So this person has over 60 semester hours, but because GCU doesn't offer an associate's degree, then they can't get an associate's degree, and then they can't move up on the pay scale. So we took a look at this, and we have 16 teacher aides right now that have over 60 semester hours. That if we use that 60 semester hour standard instead of the associate's degree standard, that they would move over on the pay scale, and the average increase for those 16 people would be 7 cents an hour. And it's something that's not significantly expensive for us to grant for them, and something that we think that we would like to do in terms of just recognizing people, especially and wanting to encourage people to continue to go back to school, get continuing ed, and also encourage folks to pursue teacher licensure. There's another handful or so of aides that are just below the 60 semester hour mark that we're hoping that maybe that would if they took another class or something to earn credit, they could move up on the pay scale as well. Like I said, it is not a significant amount money that we're talking about here, but something that we would feel like would just kind of even the playing field among other among the different categories of position. Something that we should have caught in collective bargaining and fixed this last summer, but it was an oversight, just something that we didn't miss, or that we missed, and hopefully just asking the board for approval to kind of set that right and apply the 60 semester hour standard for column 3 of the teacher aide scale instead of the associate's degree standard.
Tony, I'm fine with this, but have you talked to the association about it?
We have. The employee who was not able to move up because they didn't have the associate's degree, they brought that concern to the association. The association asked us to take a look at it, and we said, well, we maybe agree in philosophy, but we wanted to make sure that this wouldn't impact anybody who was like in a 6% window, and it doesn't. We said we weren't going to even bring this idea to the board if it was going to cause other like unforeseen consequences or negative consequences, and we took a look at it, and it doesn't cause a 6% penalty for us. It's not overly costly here, so this is something that we are in agreement with on the association.
Is it something we have to do an MOU with, or are we okay with just approving this? Did Brandon say?
I think we're okay with just approving this. Our kind of what we were planning on doing was just having this board action, and then we'll have in our administrative procedures a reference to this board action and say that we are applying when we're considering advancement on the pay scale that we're using a 60 semester hour standard for that column.
Okay.
Tony, it's Todd. So in other words, when you bargain prior to this, what I'm hearing or picking up on is that your intent was never to prohibit this sort of thing from happening.
That's correct.
So also, in other words, this action today, if approved, would serve as your historical record moving forward that this is going to be your practice. Will this then be in future contract language be captured there?
Yes. Any thoughts or questions, or do I have a motion to authorize the use of the 60-hour standard for column 3 instead of the associate's degree?
I'll move to approve this. Mulligan.
Got a motion? Second?
Todd seconds. Might as well be consistent.
Okay. Any questions or discussion? Okay, roll call vote, Carla.
Tom Mulligan,
Yes.
Todd Gallardo,
Yes.
John Julius,
Yes.
Danette Young,
Yes.
Eric Van Hoven.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's all the agenda items that we have. I wanted to just give a very brief update on our status of where we're at right now in our different programs. Out of all of our, so as you're all aware, Life Academy is still providing remote instruction, and in all likelihood we will continue to have to provide remote instruction there. And our 3 TLC programs are providing in person, and we have a mixture of students that are doing remote and in person. One of our programs, Humboldt, right now we've got an increasing number of cases there, and just with and not that we have a significant amount of positive cases. To my knowledge, we only have one case of one of our staff or students that are being positive, but we have an increasing number of people being impacted by contact tracing and quarantining requirements. So we've got about 20% of our staff are out right now up there, and so we're trying to take a look at that to make sure that we can continually run the program safely, and or if we have to go remote for a period of time for that entire school. So that's just so that the board's aware, that's a situation that we're monitoring and taking a look at and trying to get a good handle of what our numbers are looking like there. And but we've got we will not be in session tomorrow, and one of our classes that's up there that's in quarantine currently, or the staff are in quarantine and the students, and because that's a class where we did have a positive case, they will be returning on Thursday. So that's that. I mean, I know it's students coming back in the building, but it's also a couple of staff coming back in the building, which will help. So that's all I've got. Any thoughts, questions for the good of easy? All right, folks. Thank you very much for your time. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Let's keep it going here. Mulligan, don't move.
Anyone else for a second?
I'll do it.
All right.
5 seconds.
Todd Velardo seconds. All right. Thank you, everybody.
All right, have a good one, you guys.
Have a great
Have
day.
a good day.